see we go way back, ain't that your friend? So let's sit down and have a chat. Like anytime you need a friend, I'ma be there to defend. I'ma be there to the end. You see me right there, right there. Anytime you need a friend, I'ma be there to defend. I'ma be there to the end. You see me right there, right there. Yeah.
Hey y'all, what's good? What you been up to? How you been? How you living? Okay.
And if you ain't living right, you better get right.
Okay. Get right with
Because
God.
are you ready for Jehovah's return?
Okay. We at your front door, banging on your door like boom, 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 boom on a
Boom,
Saturday
boom, boom.
morning at 7 a.m. Okay? I don't care if you got an attitude. Open up this door.
And your friends want to talk to you. Okay?
Well, how are you guys? How are you, Bryce? How are you?
I think they're okay. Everybody's gonna be okay.
Right?
But I'm great.
Right?
Like sitting on top of the world, literally.
I'm trying to do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just trying to be me though. All right.
Okay. Okay, Bree.
Doing what I got to do. Jerm. Oh my God. So over the last month, I know I have been giving sad girl very down or whatever will I do.
Yeah, you've been in your sad girl era. I agree
The way
with
the
that.
blessings are overflowing, I literally learned a lesson, not just from the blessing. I'm
Right.
not trying to rhyme on purpose, but I learned a lesson of not thinking that the blessing ain't gonna come. Does that make sense?
That makes so much sense, child.
I want to ease on into that, so I ain't gonna get to preaching yet. You saw I almost turned into a preacher.
I know, girl.
But we're gonna get there later. Overall, I'm back to being nice. Okay, overall, I have a lot of different voices, if you can't tell. But overall,
Put him in
I'm
a straight
doing
jacket, child.
so well. Oh my God, girl, that's what you want. He want me to be committed so bad.
No.
That's why I never slip up, because I know y'all can't wait to try to play me crazy.
Girl. No. I'm just glad you are looking up to good things in your life, and you did say you got your car, right? Or
oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. I guess I didn't say why I was so happy.
Yeah, because I overheard that. I think I overheard that in the voice note. I had to go back and listen to it.
Y'all, can I give y'all the real shade about that sentence he just said? I sent Jerm a voice note yesterday.
I was tired, girl.
I don't care. That's not the point. You ruining the story. I sent Jerm a voice note yesterday. I said something at the beginning of it, and then I said something at the end of it. The thing I said at the end was the important part. Jerm clearly listened to the first 2 seconds and then responded to my text just like, okay, like agreeing of whatever I said at the beginning. And I was like, I just told him at the end of this message that I just got this car that I've been crying about all this time. And he was just like, okay, that's good. See you tomorrow. And I was like, this hoe hates me. Wow. So it's confirmed.
Why does everybody say that?
So I responded and I was like, no congratulations. Like, fuck is wrong with you? He said, oh, I didn't listen to the whole voice note, but I'm assuming you're saying that you got your car. Congratulations. I said, she's so stank. Oh my God. Why would you even tell me that? I would never tell you.
I mean, I wanted to tell you the truth.
To the whole voice note.
I wanted to tell you the truth. I don't know. Y'all, I just have this habit of maybe I should tell the truth, but I just feel,
you're too honest.
Yeah. Maybe that was poor judgment. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I was looking at you sideways.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I actually I had other emotions going on because I was waiting at the dealership, real irritated. So I was already like rolling my eyes, so I just had an extra reason to roll my eyes.
Oh my God, girl.
But I'm over it. It didn't bother me or nothing.
My girl was ready to go to war. Okay, he's like, what's wrong with this bitch?
But since we started doing this show, Jerm, every time that I could get irritated with you, I remember, now that I know you a little bit more, that it's not personal. Because 3 years ago, I would have been like, this weird ass hoe child. I don't know what's wrong with her. But I know that you don't be meaning nothing by the way you be.
And you know, people do take stuff personal whenever and I'd be like, dang, like I don't mean any I don't mean no harm by it. And it's like, girl, like lighten up a little bit.
But it took me, you see how long it took me to even know that? We started having real conversations here. And I was like, oh, wow. All of this time.
And you can be that way too sometimes.
We're not talking about me right now. We're talking
I know,
about
but
you.
I'm just like, you know, like also
putting it on the floor.
Yeah. I guess like Lotto and her girl. Let me.
Why you say late ass? Autocorrect was really clocking it. Because how did Lotto get autocorrected into late ass? She's late. Okay. But Jerm. No, I know I can be like that too. It's the thing about me, it's a choice. Everything I do is a choice. Okay.
Okay.
I could be the sweetest, nicest person in the world, but I wouldn't get nowhere like that. So, you know, I put on my big boy boots and show these hoes who to play with.
Okay, period. Mm-hmm. Show these hoes. All right, our girl is on a tirade.
Jerm, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I got an interview tomorrow for a new job, so hopefully that goes well because a girl need a job. Okay, but other than that, I've been good. I've been writing. I have been walking my dog more, and it has been making me lose a little bit of weight. So before I left my old job, this old man in my job was like, you lost a little bit of weight. You used to be a little bit thicker. And so I was like, okay, period.
Oh my gosh.
Right. I
thought he wasn't saying it in like a where that ass go type way. That's what the way, because you said an old man. If an old man tell me I used to be a little thicker.
Yeah, he just said that I looked like I lost weight.
He don't mean thick like that.
Yeah, but
he just means I used to be chubby.
Yeah, I guess.
You weren't chubby though.
I mean, I felt like I was, to be honest. I still feel like I'm chubby, but that's the body dysmorphia.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're sick in the head, and I refuse to accept this because my culture is not a costume. You know.
Okay.
It's always the skinny bitches trying to be skinny, not trying to be skinny,
bitches
trying to be chubby.
I'm not like necessarily skinny. I'm slim thick. I'm thick at the bottom and skinny at the top. Oh my
God, I'm so fat. Girl, I will hurt you. What are you talking about? Are you playing with me right now? I hate when skinny bitches eat a little too much and they looking in the mirror like, I'm such a girl.
I mean, I'm fat to my standards. I don't mean like...
So I'm on my 600-pound life is what you're saying.
No, I didn't. I'm not gonna play with you. No, I don't mean it like that. It's just, everybody has their own weight class. And in my weight class, I sometimes feel like I'm a little thicker.
Am I a heavyweight? I'm sorry.
You're tall. You're different.
I'm a heavyweight.
You're a big girl, is what I'm saying. But you're not like big. You're not big as in size. You're big as in height. So you have you weigh more than I do.
Yourself into this hole.
I know, but it's
we know. You don't have to remind me. We know.
That's my God. Crazy. No, not like you remind me of never mind.
Respucia? Oh.
My girl is on one right now. I was gonna say skinny Denzel.
Denzel's chubby?
No, he's skinny.
Really?
He's like a slim thick.
You said a skinny Denzel like he was chubby.
No, he was. He lost weight.
I never really looked at Denzel. I don't know what the girls see.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just saw him on Instagram one day, and I was like, "Oh, he's skinny." Or he just
like my great uncle. It gives everything about him, even since back in the day, since we were kids. It gave great uncle. So everybody's like, "Oh, he's so fine." I'm like,
you remember that girl we used to know? And dang on, let me not even do that. Anyways, nothing.
You can't do that, girl. You gotta tell us.
No, I can't. Because they gonna listen. I like them. I like the person to this day. But I don't want to say.
I'm not gonna pull the shade on that.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure if I talk to you after this, you would know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, the listeners don't want to hear that. They're very irritated that you're doing that. But
I know.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. Not today.
As the years go on, I promise we're going to get messier and messier as life just gets bigger.
Right.
But I really want to wish you good luck on that interview because is it one of those like you're the one can't talk? Is it one of those that you like actually want, or is it just let me just see if I can get it?
Let me just see if I can get it, because a bitch,
honest. There's nothing wrong with being honest. When I tell you, let me not say that. It is something wrong with being honest once you get the job. Because, Jerm, what I have had to learn with jobs in general. Oh, yes, do that. I just did that when I got my car yesterday.
Bro, I know that's
right. Talking about giving me some references. The way I wrote down the first 3 people in my phone number, and made up addresses. Like, stop playing. What?
Oh, hilarious.
And so lie for sure to get it. But I was saying, like, once you get there, keep on lying. I used to really tell people my business.
Yeah.
Recently, I got a new supervisor, and I made it very clear, like, hey, I'm a low maintenance employee. You don't bother me, I don't bother you. And I'm gonna be chilling. I don't, a lot of times with jobs, they will waste your time and play in your face talking about promotion. If you do this, you get a promotion. If you jump through this hoop, you get a promotion. If you eat this cookie, you get okay. Not everybody leave me the fuck alone. Because how about I don't want nothing, and we can cut all these extra meetings and let's have a quick chat. I hate let's have a quick chat because it's calling you right now.
Right,
girl, I don't want to talk to you. I'm over here working. Let's just, if I'm not gonna get paid an extra $10-15 an hour, leave me the hell alone.
I know that's right.
So I went ahead and told him that in the nicest way, and then I told him what was going on with my car. And I kind of appreciate being able to just be like, I have so much going on, leave me alone. I didn't say it like that, but like I give you my lack of enthusiasm. Plus, I have real life shit going on. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm stressed the fuck out right now. Leave me the fuck alone.
Oh my god!
You don't know that from Baddies? Okay.
I don't watch
Baddies.
Baddies.
Viral. I don't either. I have class. It's a viral thing on Twitter and TikTok.
But
the girls will know. But yeah, so I just love being able to just be honest, because I used to play like, this is a real part of my day. I'm a real person at this job, and I have to interact. Now I am a whole sim. Like, I'm just here.
Oh my god!
I have no thoughts, no opinions. When they like, does anybody have any? No.
None at all, bitch.
It was hilarious. We did that today. It was a bunch of us in a meeting about somebody. Somebody was talking about some shit that literally ain't nobody trying to hear. It's just like shit that they gotta say, and it's like, girl, I'm not a fucking robot. I'm never gonna do robotic shit. You're gonna literally have to give. If you want a robot, get rid of me. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
and
get a real robot.
And they can't, which is why you're just gonna leave us the fuck alone. You're gonna keep saying this annoying shit, but at the end of the day, if you're not gonna fire nobody over it, keep it. That's how I feel personally.
Yeah.
So it was somebody doing that type shit today in a meeting, and then they gonna look at all of us. It's this white guy and a bunch of black. All the rest of us are all black. All the employees. And he's like, "Does anybody have any questions?" He kept saying it, and we all just looking at him with absolutely no enthusiasm. Like, everybody looked pissed, and I was doing like a piss face just to join in, because I thought it was hilarious. I said, "Look at all of us just staring at him.
Wow.
We just looking at him deadpan, like." Because if we did have any thoughts and opinions, what the fuck is it going to mean to you? Absolutely nothing.
Because then it's going to put a target on your back, like, oh, this bitch got a lot to say. So now
I had to learn that, Jerm. I used to dead ass be like, well, I think that.
Right.
They don't care.
They don't give a fuck. And at that point,
That's why you can't give a fuck. Exactly. You get it. So I really do wish you good luck. I hope you get the job, and I hope it's something where you can mind your business and don't nobody got to bother you, and you can just do your little job, because those are the best ones.
I know that's right, because this last job that I had, I was minding my business. The bitches was mad that I was outside and they couldn't be on their phones, child. I was like, oh, the ghetto. I'm so sorry. Like, every time I walked in, they just looked at me collectively like they had a problem. And one day I was just like, yes. And one day I was just like, are y'all all right? And it was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Are you okay? Are you good? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm having a good day. Well, y'all have a nice one.
Not you talk to them for the first time.
Yeah, you hating ass bitches. Y'all be haters for real. I'm like, damn.
I'm just from LA just for a second.
You said what?
I said you sound like you from LA for a second.
I'm so dead.
Y'all be haters for real.
No, they do be haters. Shit.
Real?
Y'all put anybody down. Who talk like that, stunner girl?
Oh, that stunner girl. I love, when I tell y'all I love, one thing about me in the gym, stunner girl is our bonding agent, because that's the only reason why I keep going half the time. Okay.
Not stunner girl. Not stunner girl.
She literally is like the female Yo Gotti. Not trying to play. Like inspirational, like hood shit. But I feel inspired, courtesy of a rich nigga. My bag, my tab. Like, wait, man, I only fuck with rich niggas. Like, it's just something about the way she delivers it that just feels like, yeah. Okay. Bitches want my life. I'm paid and put up.
Right. They be mad as fuck. But, it just took years of me just minding my motherfucking business and not worried about what other people got to do. Because 9 times out of 10, don't nobody know what the fuck I got going on, and ain't nobody gonna, know my journey. So I just gotta keep a low head, just so people won't see me in the motherfucking grass. Like a little, not necessarily a snake, not a snake, but like a kitten. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how kittens be creeping. So,
Dorisha.
Okay. But I do have. Oh, what's up?
Wait, no.
I was gonna say I do have something to talk about though.
What?
And cause this whole like thing with B Simone going around on my TikTok, cause she's been
Beverly Simone.
Yes, Miss Dallas, Texas herself. Okay. She's been going up and down my damn timeline for a week now, and I'm tired of it. So I was like, you know what? And I gotta talk about something else too. But you know what? I feel like B Simone, and this is not me. Like, you ain't even gotta take what I say to face value. But sometimes you don't have to say the shit that you saying, bitch. Like, let me not even say bitch. This is like your home girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm gay, so I'm like your home girl. I don't mean no disrespect, But it's just like the stuff that comes out of her mouth. It's very condescending. And I'm seeing old videos of you talking about how you don't want a man with a 9 to 5, and then all of a sudden you crying about your finances, and now you got to go to H&M. Girl, H&M is expensive. Okay, do you know how much a pair of jeans cost in H&M? Do you know how much a t-shirt costs in H&M? A muscle shirt. How do you know why? What? Because you don't go up in there. What's up?
But it's not about the price, girl. When I was 16, I tried to put on a pair of H&M jeans, and they did not go above my knee.
Okay.
I'm thick. Okay. I can't fit nobody's H&M. So but it looked like it ain't fashion over prices.
Exactly. It looked like it, but it is.
It's the same material.
It's the same. And
H&M
has good quality. What's up?
About what you're talking about with the finances thing. I found it very interesting. She did not say that she's broke. Even though that's what a lot of people picked up on. She said that she does not have it liquid, which is just code for I'm invested in a lot. My money is in a lot of places right now. So she has the podcast. She may be doing other things. I stopped following her a long time ago, so I don't really know what she's doing. But she is basically investing in herself in this era of her life versus just having $3 million on hand. You may have 1.5 over here, 500 over here, 250 somewhere else. Maybe you just bought a house. Like, that's what that means.
Yeah.
But it does not mean you don't have no money. So she may be setting herself, especially people at her caliber, they have account managers. I said accounting managers, sorry. And they will tell you, okay, if you want to do X, Y, and Z for the next 6 months, you're going to have to be on a budget of only spending $15,000.
Right.
Spending $15,000. So yeah, you're poor. You're on a budget to you.
Right, to you.
How many people actually have $15,000? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Nobody has that in real life.
So if you need a new sweater, instead of going to Saks or Neiman, you go to H&M.
Right.
But bitch, you still got a new sweater.
Yeah. But crying about H&M like that,
like it's just
place is not expensive as well, ma'am. I know your money is probably long, but like let's take a breather. Let's calm down. But this also pivots my conversation towards Aries in general, because I feel like they do a lot of this and a lot of throwing rocks and hiding their hands. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like they like to play puppet
I didn't know
master.
She was an Aries. I love.
She's very much an Aries.
I do still kind of like her because I know the old her that I remember liking. So I did like her at some point.
Yeah, it's like you want to like her. Yeah, she's an Aries.
Because one of my favorite people on this earth are Aries.
Oh,
I love Ari Lennox Down. Mariah too, but Ari is my girl. When I tell you, I would just listen to Ari talk on live about absolutely nothing, and I just feel so. It's like a godmother's hug. Like, oh my god,
yeah.
I just
don't get me wrong. Aries are cool people. I love them. I've had some great Aries in my life that have guided me and have, had my back, and they some real ride or dies. But also when it comes to
you're gonna wake that tea up.
Yeah, when it comes to their flaws, they do a lot of stuff for attention, and it may be behind your back, or it may just be blatantly in your face sometimes. Like I remember there was an incident where one of my friends went and spoke to somebody who I used to mess with back in high school. I don't know why, but it was just
hold on. Jerm, you moving way too fast. You know I need all the juice. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Ask your questions.
Is this E.T. or Fantasia? And I just came up with E.T. on the spot.
She does
and you know
not
who I'm talking about.
look like that anymore. So please,
E.T. don't look like E.T.
No.
You got to catch
it's
me up.
It's like the Princess and the Frog. You know how like I'm not even finna. You're not even finna reel me into that. But
she bloomed into a beautiful butterfly.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Jerm. Oh, hold on.
Yes, she doesn't.
Literally, she.
Yeah, she doesn't have that issue anymore.
I completely forgot that you told me this a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Never mind. I'll leave E.T. alone. Oh, never mind. I completely forgot.
Oh my gosh, my girl.
So we were talking about Fantasia just now.
Yes, I know who Fantasia is, but
of course,
girl. Anyways, yeah,
the person tried to talk to Fantasia behind your back.
Not Fantasia. They tried to talk to somebody I used to deal with, like, romantically. You know,
hold on, from high school.
Yes.
The one that looked 87 now.
Yes.
Why that baby look so old? when I see that baby, I'm like, do you need some water?
He looks so plump.
You know I got gallons of water.
A big tomato, I don't know what to say, like a big watermelon almost.
Dry. That baby needs to drink a watermelon. She needs to put a straw in her watermelon and drink it down.
It seems like they need to put the drinks down, okay? It seems
that's what it is. Oh, it's the liquor. It's the liquor.
It's definitely that.
But what drunks don't get, Jerm, is if you're going to drink your life away at night, during the day, you got to drink water. Your liver is literally going to shrivel up and die.
Oh my gosh. But yes, girl. So she went
sorry.
No, you're fine. But she went and smoked with this person, and she was like asking him questions about me, and I felt like, you doing that? Okay, you can smoke with him, but don't talk about me, especially if I haven't spoke to this person in like 7 odd years. And so this girl decides to come back to me and say, "Hey, I smoke with this person, and I asked why y'all don't talk to each other anymore," and he was like, ask you, and I was like,
why would you?
Right. And she was like,
Jerm, is this recent?
This was like, I want to say a year or 2 years ago.
Why would you be talking to somebody you in a relationship?
No, this is
no, I'm saying she's saying why don't y'all talk anymore, like you don't have a whole boyfriend?
Right. No, she said why we ain't cool no more, I guess. I don't know.
Why would you be cool with your boyfriend from high school if you have a boyfriend? That's a stupid question. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
But go ahead.
But and why would you smoke with him, especially if they used to talk about you like a dog and like a cat? Why would you go and smoke with this person? But anyways, I digress. You know, I don't know what people be on. Maybe they, got to change your heart. I'm just not that bitch. I'm not going to hang with you, especially if you used to talk to me like shit about me. So anyways.
Desperado.
Okay. So anyways, damn. This motherfucking bitch decides to come back to me and say, I asked him about you, and I was like, why don't y'all speak anymore? He told me to ask you, and I'm just trying to see, what happened? What happened with y'all? I said, first of all, I haven't spoke to that boy in so long, and for you to ask me about him, I didn't have an answer for her. But I remember I said something very smart. I just can't remember it verbatim. But I was just like, girl, you asking me something that happened
you 10 years ago. On the present.
Right. I'm like, I'm a whole different bitch now. I said something like that. I said, I'm a whole different person. Like, if you want to figure something out, he should have told you. If he didn't tell you, then you don't need to know.
You remember when they tried to get in Lauren London's business on the red carpet?
Yeah.
And she said, do you have a man?
No, for real.
Okay, well, focus on that. Focus on
exactly. Thank you. Focus on what's now. Focus on what's now, bitch. Why we focus on what happened 10 years ago? That's that shit that Aries be doing, and then they be using that for some odd reason. I don't know. I guess I don't know what it be on. It's like, why do you need to know that information? I feel like Aries needs to know so much about you, just so they can hold something over your head. Maybe. I don't know.
I think that lady is just devious because that does not describe any of the Aries that I know. They literally be butterflies. Shout out to Mariah.
Okay.
Because why are you doing that? Like, it just seems like beneath her.
Right.
But I do know some male Aries that are terrible. Never mind.
Right, girl, right. I know
the male Aries that I know in real life.
Terrible.
Bro, they want me behind bars.
Okay. Not they want you behind bars. What you do to them?
No, I meant like, not like I did something, but like they make me want to do something. Like, it's like you want me to turn up on you.
All right. I like that.
That's why I don't date Aries. I like them. I just don't date them.
Because when they piss you off, they're very nonchalant about it. Like,
yeah, and I will knock everything over.
No, for real. Because now I gotta fuck shit up. What's going on? Hello?
Where's my bad? I'm sorry.
Now I gotta leave forever.
And then they're the same ones that come back and be like, "Oh, I missed you, and it's been so long. Oh, we wish we would have talked recently." Bitch, you played me like I didn't exist.
Oh.
You gave me this. Now I'm giving you this. Because the thing is, I don't really do that to people. Like, if I like you and we're having like arguments or disagreements with something, until you just unless you do something that is like worth never talking to you again, I'm not the leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to talk to you anymore. If I like you. Now, if I don't give a fuck about you, then I also will just block you. But if it's something that we should be talking about and coming to a resolution, I don't just run away. Aries give me run away, act like I don't know you until I get over it. Then I'm like, hey.
Right.
Out of nowhere.
Like nothing happened. Like, girl, come on.
And I don't let people do that to me no more. I used to be like, oh, I like you. I think you fine or whatever. I want to do something to you. So I act like, oh, hey, what's up? What's good? Let's just talk. It's been 18 years, but let's talk. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't care who you are. Nobody gets to just say, hey, how you been? We're going to talk about what happened. So what happened? Come on.
Right.
What brought you back here?
That under the rug.
Yeah.
I know that's right. What brought you back?
Mm-hmm. I literally would ask somebody that. I'm like, were you just super lonely? Oh. What was going on? Did you just go through a breakup?
Oh.
Are you depressed? Like, I would really get in your business because there's a thing that's happening, especially if it's different if we like truly just fell out on some random shit and we really love each other, we come back. That's not what it be. It'd be you was acting weird, the communication completely fell off, and now something has changed in your life. You either need some money, which I don't have nothing for you, baby. You barking up the wrong tree. But you either need some money, you need something, or you're extremely lonely. And you're like, let me see if this person here. You probably texted 3 people just now. Let me see who's going to bite.
Respond first.
So if I ain't got shit to do, I'm like, hello. Now, what brought you back? Okay. They get real uncomfortable when you ask that.
Right. They don't want to know that they don't want to.
I can't just check on you. I can't just see how you do.
Well, you haven't checked on me in so long, baby. It's been a year.
I literally said that recently. I said I could have been dead.
Okay.
Okay. In the middle of the street.
Laid out.
You would have been none the wiser. So don't act like all of a sudden you want to know how I'm doing.
Okay. They want something.
They want
either that ass or that cash.
I don't got neither one to hand out. I'm sorry. Fresh out of both.
Not fresh out of both.
Jerm, I know you just had to tear down these Aries, and I want them to know that I did not agree with some of it because I like the girls, but you made me remember with the B. Simone thing.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I was saying last episode. I don't necessarily think that it's as terrible as I thought it was, being that she has budget limitations. But it's still terrible because...
I'm just saying 5 years ago, you was talking about you don't want to date men with a 9 to 5. And that's okay. But girl.
Remember last week I said not giving her best friend money or not helping her best friend out monetarily if she could. Apparently she really couldn't. She didn't have it to stretch, basically.
Okay.
And that I say, okay, right. But you also still are B. Simone. You have 5 million followers. Literally, she could be like, no, fuck a GoFundMe. Promo. If I have 5 million followers and I'm stretched thin because all my money is in different places and somebody that I care about needs $5,000, I can just go do something to get $5,000. I can hold this bottle of lotion and say, buy this lotion from Lotions with Keisha.
Okay. Not Lotions with Keisha.
I got a sponsor that bad. You know what I mean? That fast. Yeah. She could have did if like that's what I'm saying. I heard her, but I also feel like, girl, how struggling was you? Because you got a platform. It's not like you entrepreneur that don't nobody know. You literally could say, "Hey, y'all, I'm gonna be at this club tonight. $15,000 at least."
Right. Could it is?
It's just so much that can happen, which is why I don't buy the I'm struggling shit. You might not have the money like you usually do, but it's probably because you're not doing work for real.
It was the tears for me. I just felt like that was a bit much. You know, why are we crying?
Get up and work.
Okay.
I'm not even trying to be funny. She's done comedy before. You could do a show. It's just shit that you could do, which is why I
wasn't funny like that.
I understand if money is tight, but like, girl, that's not no damn excuse when you have the means.
I mean, that's understandable because
she definitely opportunity. Has the means. You know what I mean? You have the opportunity. I didn't mean to say.
And then
when you have the opportunity to go make it if you need it.
Yeah, and then had the nerve to make a video on TikTok just trolling people.
What's she saying?
Like, she was just like, the lady was like 24 cents, and she was like, oh. I was just like, oh my God, do I have enough? Do I have enough? I'm like, girl. I'm like, can you?
Oh, okay. Like she didn't have the money to pay for something,
right? I'm like, girl, okay, now you dragging it. Just you don't.
That's why I don't believe it.
Right.
Because it's real.
It's very performative.
Especially with that episode with her best friend, it's really convenient for this to be the time that we're hearing that you're cash poor basically.
Why she keep doing stuff with people and falling out with them?
I don't know nothing.
Because didn't she have another podcast with somebody else?
Her name was Megan, Megan Ashley. I don't know. I stopped watching the show back. Like I watched maybe like 15 episodes of the podcast.
Yeah.
But by the time it got like really, really popular, they started to. It's turned away from like just friends talking. I mean, those are my favorite shows, just friends talking. It turned into like Bishop T.D. Jakes and Jamal Bryant. So it's like two wannabe pastors, and they just like when she was on that viral one, Jesus, like that's how she talked with the old friend. So Megan would be giving a testimony about, I'm a mom of 3, and it's so hard, and da 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 da, and B Simone would just be like, Jesus, yes, testify, come on, pastor, preach, and I was like. This is giving like fake church, and it's no shade to church, but like this is supposed to be an entertaining podcast, and now y'all just are crying.
It's like, girl, liven it up. Like we get it.
Where's the energy?
Right, we get it. We love God, but you know when it's forced, I just feel like it's not real.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Thank you for summing that up for me.
Yeah.
If you are not literally a child of a pastor, grew up in the Kojic church every 5 days a week or whatever, I give it to you if you sound like somebody's grandmother. But
if your grandmother, I'm sorry, didn't have church in her motherfucking living room every damn Sunday,
you really
and made you
exactly.
get up. Yes, like girl, come on now, you ain't gotta fake it.
But my point is, we seen you when you was secular, so clearly,
and trying to be thirsty for the baby and in bed with him.
Even back, I was going all the way back, but even that recent.
Okay.
We seen all of those eras of yourself. All of a sudden, now you're a PK.
It's like cut the crap, girl.
I love when God takes over the situation and He's in your heart louder than He's ever been. But how does that change your whole personality and vernacular? I was like, where is the funny B Simone at? So I had to stop watching. So they did fall out. I said all that to say her and her old co-host fell out, but I have no idea why. I'm sure they talked about it because both of them do their own shows now. But right. They lost me.
Now she's doing it with her best friend. I just hope she don't fall out with this one.
I don't think she's doing the show with her best friend. I think her best friend was just a guest.
Okay, that's cute.
After she fell out with the other person, she started doing it on herself, it by herself.
Oh yeah, because she had that trailer.
What trailer? Oh, I remember it went viral. Yeah.
She was like, I don't know what she said.
I heard somebody talking about it, but I didn't watch it. When I don't like somebody anymore, not when I don't like. I don't want to say that. When I lose interest in people, I don't pay attention to them.
Okay, they like. I noticed like they don't exist.
Literally, I noticed on the internet that a lot of people hate watch and hate support, but analytics are analytics. Streams are streams.
Yeah.
So if you are streaming my song and you hate me real bad, the label doesn't care, babe. They just see that I got 3 million streams this week.
Okay.
And if you're on my page, even leaving comments on my page like, ew, you look bad, or sending this to your friend like, look at this raggedy bitch. Like, when it's time for me to go get ad money, I can use you as a part of I have 5 million shares and I have 20,000 likes or 20,000 comments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The bank don't care that you hate me, baby. They just see it as numbers.
Okay.
So I refuse to contribute to bitches I don't like.
I know that's right.
I block them.
Okay.
It's a certain sister of a superstar that is gonna come across me one day and be like, she gonna get on her Instagram, why am I blocked? I don't even know him.
Oh, okay.
You know,
not a certain sister of a superstar. Oh,
and not Solange. Shout out to my girl Solo. Joe, can you imagine the day I blow up when she tries to go to my Instagram and she's like, why am I black? Like, I don't even know him.
Yeah, Miss Muppet.
But I'm gonna tell that hoe why she blocked. Okay. I can't wait. Okay. I can't wait to air her out with my story from 2021.
Okay.
I'm gonna air you out, girl.
Oh, I'm ready for that.
Jerm, you already know the story.
I know, but she deserves it. I'm ready for everybody else to hear it because she freaking like, why are you doing that to people?
Girl, it's gonna go viral.
She's just mean in general. Just a mean lady. That's why
it stems from deep down inside.
Yeah.
You're never truly happy with yourself. And I know that because I used to be unhappy with myself. And when I was unhappy with myself, everybody had to feel it. Like, and when I could just be pleasant and light, no.
You want to do that.
It's a human reaction, but I feel like once we get grown, we have to now be accountable for it. Yeah. It's not something that I can excuse when you're 87 years old.
Okay. Oh. Shade.
It's not shade, baby. It's just truth.
The truth.
You know, people tell me I'm shady, Jerm.
You are.
but
I can see it in your face. You exude shade. You're the shade god. Okay.
Hold on. I really think it's not shade if I'm shooting straight. If
I mean,
like when I'm talking,
how you say it.
Of course. But you know if I'm meaning you a compliment or not.
Mm.
I don't accidentally shade people while I'm trying to be nice. Like if I'm insulting you, I just do it straight on.
Exactly. You're very intentional when you do it.
So that's not shade. I'm just very real, very direct. Shade is like, oh, I didn't realize till Tuesday that bitch was talking bad about me.
You are very direct, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you can be a shady girl. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. If I don't want to say your name, then I'm gonna shade you. But if I'm talking, it be people that I actually like am having a conversation with, and they say I'm so shady, and I'm like, girl, why would I shade you when I could just shit on you? Okay.
I can't stand him, y'all.
I have my number twos in the air.
Okay. Period. But no, that's funny as hell. So I just feel like that whole thing with girl, just give it up. Give it up like Ariana and what's old girl from Victoria's name? Give it
Elizabeth.
up. Yeah, Elizabeth
Someday
Gills.
I'll let you in.
Okay.
Treat you right, drive you out of your mind.
Okay. I used to love Victoria's. Victoria's soundtrack was my life back in 2012. That's all I got to say.
I'm Trina, if you can't tell. I want to be Liz, but I didn't have it. If I'm being honest with myself, I didn't have the nerve to be Liz. Or her name was Jade. I didn't have the nerve to be Jade. In real life, I was Trina. Because I just thought I was the I and the T.
Okay. Trina was she had so much confidence in the fact that she didn't have no talent, but was still at the school. Was funny as fuck.
That would have been me.
Like, funny as hell. But you have talent though. Like she couldn't sing.
Jerm, you know I had to develop.
I mean, everybody has to develop in their own way. But Trina couldn't do nothing at all besides.
No, she carried that note. Chicago. She carried that, Jerm. Don't do her. It's a city that's
people thought it was a comedy. Oh my God. You finna make me go back and watch it. Is that still on Paramount?
You should. It is. It's on Paramount.
I feel like because I heard Nickelodeon block the episodes. Not block the episodes, but cut out some of the scenes because they were.
Dan?
Yeah.
I don't even know that. I knew he did. I knew
Drake.
he did Victorious, but I didn't know he did anything weird in Victorious. Like he would do weird things and
Oh, he
all
definitely
that.
did. I caught it back then. I was like, why is Ariana Grande around a bunch of boys in swimsuits jumping around wet? I used to always think that was weird.
I probably thought it was just what grown people did at that age.
But they were teenagers in high school.
It's something about that show that it didn't give teenager. It gave like 18. I'm sorry, it gave teenager, but it just didn't feel like they were in high school. The way the show was structured, it seemed like first year of college vibes. Like they did whatever the fuck they wanted.
Exactly. I apparently, maybe they would have smoked weed if we let them.
Girl, it should have been on HBO.
Okay.
No, imagine Victorious on HBO. That would have been a different. Ooh, girl, that would have been a different show. I always say That's So Raven on network TV would have been crazy.
It would have.
Had Raven been like on ABC on some like My Wife and Kids shit.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But
she would have been able to do so much more adult things.
Yeah, but I don't think adults would like psychic. What?
Bruh, in 2005, after the first Cheetah Girls movie, or in 2004, because the first one was like 2003, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There was supposed to be an ABC Family, which is now Freeform, Cheetah Girls TV show. And it's because That's So Raven became so popular, Raven didn't have it in her schedule. So had That's So Raven flopped after its first year, we would have gotten a real life TV show with the Cheetah Girls, girl. I can only imagine. I'm glad we got That's So Raven, but still, the thing about ABC Family, that's the show that remember that pregnant teenager, American something.
American Teenage something.
But that's a grown up show, so it would have been on that vibe of like, imagine Cheetah Girls going on dates and fucking like what? I mean, talk about niggas ain't shit.
It's a Disney show, so Disney wouldn't allow that.
But that's what I'm saying. ABC Family is the older version. You get what I'm saying?
But not
it's
like
still Disney. They don't fuck on ABC Family.
No, they didn't fuck on. No, they didn't. I mean, they kissed. It was
Did
like
they drink?
I don't even remember.
It was so grown shit to me.
It was grown.
I felt excited, like
especially in the evening. That's when the grown shows would come on. But like during the day, they play more soft shows for kids.
Oh, okay.
Or like family oriented. But yeah,
it still is a beautiful idea. I wish it would have happened.
Modern Family used to. No.
Yeah, I love that show. Jerm, oh my god, I've never asked you. What is your favorite sitcom?
The Parkers.
That is such a good answer. Oh my god!
It was one scene. She was like, "Kim, sing Mama's favorite song," and she was like, "Shake your booty all night." Yes, it's the Parkers. It was Moesha, but I got into the Parkers real bad back when I was a kid, and I was like, yeah. So I still watch it to this day, but That's So Raven is number 2. What's your favorite sitcom? Half and Half 3.
I don't have very black answers, and you're gonna hate me,
Lord,
because my favorite black shows, The Parkers, is at the top for real. If I'm being honest, but that's not what I think about, because my favorite black shows didn't get their just due. So they're not readily available. They're not always streaming. So I don't always get to enjoy it. Like The Parkers and not Netflix. The Parkers and Moesha just got on Netflix like 2 years ago. Yeah. So
it's also on Tubi for free.
Ooh, I need to go watch it then. Because I don't really use Netflix like that.
Half and Half on there too. All them old shows.
What I don't like about Netflix, this is why I'm gonna slander y'all to the day y'all die, because y'all gonna die first. Netflix lets you have multiple profiles. My mama pays her Netflix bill, and she said it's like $30, $40. I don't know. I have never paid for Netflix. I got my mama to sign up in like 2011 when everybody first got Netflix. So I'm the reason why y'all have had her money all these years.
Back when they used to have the CDs and they used to send them in the mail.
When it was CDs. Yes. We are old. Okay, Jerm?
We are so old.
So I'm the reason why y'all done got thousands of dollars from her over these last several years.
Okay.
Jerm, why does it let me go on my Netflix account that I've been having since I was 12?
Oh.
Sometimes I can start a show, start a movie. Okay, I can't finish it. I gotta go. come back, let's say 2 days later, oh, I'm gonna go finish that show I started. I'm gonna go finish that movie. You're not my mom's name. Are you sure? Are you logging in from a different device or a different area? Because you're not at the residence at her address or whatever. And I'm like, girl, I wasn't at her address 2 days ago when I was on the app. What's going on?
They have been doing that.
And if you know my mama, it's not that easy to be like, hey, they just sent a code to your email. What is it? She gonna be like, why you need that? What you doing? Is you scamming? My mama don't trust nothing. She want to know. And sometimes I just don't be feeling like having a conversation about it. Because she gonna be thinking I'm trying to steal her bank information.
Girl.
Not that I steal. It's just not seriously thinking that, but she gonna think it. She's just not gonna she's not gonna accuse me of it, but she gonna be like, what do you need this for? And that's annoying. And I refuse to buy my own what is it called? Subscription at this point. Yeah. Because no, my mama paid for it. Y'all need to stop playing. So I just don't watch that shit.
Okay.
But to answer your question, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. I love Modern Family real bad. I want to be in that family so bad.
The Office. I forgot The Office. But yeah, not that family so bad.
I really do.
Really?
Well, yes. Oh my gosh.
I mean, the mom is pretty fun. The dad is very, I guess, nurturing.
Oh, I love Gloria and Jay and Manny. I'm sorry, I didn't say that right. I would have lived in Gloria's house.
In their house. Yeah. Okay. They had a nice house. I bet it smelled nice.
Girl, beautiful.
Okay.
That, and then I said something after Modern Family. I forgot what I just said. Maybe I didn't say the second one. Okay. Modern Family, Will and Grace. You don't know about that, do you?
I've heard of that show, but no, I don't.
Fucking hilarious, bitch. Okay. I'm talking about, it's like gay people in the late 90s when it was still kind of like, that's a faggot over there. It was still very much like kind of
in the closet still. Yeah.
Not even, they were out gay because they were in New York, but it was still kind of like bold to be like, yeah, I'm gay. What y'all gonna do? Like how we are like, girl, what you say about the gays? They were very much like still polite about it. Not hush hush, girl. They were out. They just were very polite about their gay. So in that time, these two gay guys running a show or leading a show on network TV, it was like groundbreaking. So you can only imagine the things that they're talking about in their episodes. So they were like touching on real shit, but it also was hilarious. They had this rich lady. Her name is Karen Walker, for those who know Will and Grace. I stand her so bad because she's like the villain, but she's hilarious. So she's lovable. But she's always drunk, and they insinuate that she's on pills. And she's very rich. So it's like, when she wants you to do something, she's like, baby, I'll buy you a Birkin. Come on.
Okay. You know what show I recently just got into, though?
What?
Two Broke Girls.
Never watched it.
That show is so funny. I didn't, because I've never watched it either. I've always used to see it on commercials and stuff. But when I went to Washington, that's all I was watching. And I didn't realize how funny it was. I was like, wow. I really
My mom used to watch it. It's something about CBS shows I don't really like. Their sets. That's kind of weird. I'm really weird. If y'all can't tell, I'm touching the head. But their sets look so fake. And I just don't, I like a real show where they're like moving.
You don't like practical sets?
That's what they're called. Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, I liked it back in the day. Like, House of Pain, I used to love House of Pain.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily hate when it's a practical set, but something about CBS, it just feels like they don't even try to like make it look real. It's just something about the way they shoot things.
Okay. It's like a playhouse.
Yeah, because even House of Pain, it was just one long house, but it felt like we were in a real house.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. I'm so weird to even really be thinking about that, but I take all of that into consideration when I choose my shows.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind practical sex. I mean, not sex.
Oh, girl, what? Girl,
I don't mind.
That's the enemy. Oh, Lord.
No, I don't mind practical sets as long as the acting is good. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So if you're acting like the trash can girl, hang it up.
Oh, 30 Rock. That's my third one. I love 30 Rock.
Okay, 30 Rock is funny.
Oh, I love it.
I used to watch it, but I fell off of it because there's so many episodes, child. It's only...
That's why I like it. I love both of those shows. I'm not both of them. All three of those shows that I just mentioned, they have like at least 7 seasons. So that's what I like about That's why I didn't choose the Parkers and like my other black shows because I feel like they get cut off too early.
They do get cut off too early. That sucks.
I don't get to really live with the characters for several years.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But that's how they do black people. They be like, okay, y'all have 4 seasons. It's good.
Right.
I'm like, why we can't get 8 seasons?
Yeah, or they make it to 100 episodes and they cut them off. That's what they used to do back then.
Oh, yeah, because they don't want them to get that nasty syndication check.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I don't know. I always thought about that as a kid because I would be like, damn, I like this character or this actor and I never see them in anything else. Exactly. And then you heard about syndication and you're like, oh, they getting money. They still good. They at home chilling. Like, I loved Family Matters as a kid. So it brought me joy to see them always on BET or whatever. Because I'm like, my girl Laura, what was her name? Laura? Yeah. My girl Laura is getting her check 20 years later. So I used to be really happy for them. And then I found out that people like Countess Vaughn, I love Countess Vaughn. Like, oh my God, if I could create a Countess Vaughn stan account, I would. Like, I literally love her down. Yeah. So I remember when her and Monique came out in the media like 2 years ago talking about the Parkers has been on BET for 15 years. And it's been on Netflix at that point for maybe 2 years. And they have not gotten a dime because Warner Brothers is greedy. And told them last time Monique said last time she even inquired about what are our what are they called, royalty checks, why are they 33 cents basically? Yeah. And they're like, how much money did y'all think y'all generated? Basically like your little black show didn't bring us that much money. Wow. And it's like, but y'all have it on syndication all day long, right? Since at least 2008. The Parkers went off in 2004. It's been on somebody's TV since 2008. Yeah. And we ain't made nothing. So Monique sued them and she said that she suspects it's like they made, I don't know if she said $1 billion or $10 billion, but she said they have made a whole lot of money off of the Parkers. And based on their contract, her and Countess are owed some money. So I hope they get it because I hope they get it too. The entertainment industry is scary, girl. They will literally have you making people's careers, like certain executives and shit, you make them long term at the company, and then they find a way to make sure once your show is over, you don't get you gotta eat. Most actors don't just book and book and book. Right. Your one thing it might be the thing you live off of for the rest of your life. Right. So why not give that to them? Like that's why I didn't want to be an actor. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, I have the personality to own somebody's stage. But I literally would go crazy. Like, music is already hard enough, but at least it's my story. If I got to do your story and you going to play with me, girl, knocking everything over. Okay. Why you think people got to fuck for a role? Oh, my God, Jerm, I could not. Okay. Because I just know after we're done, you could just be like, never mind. Right. Like, maybe it's nothing. You can't put that in paper like, lead in the movie because we fucking like. You can't sign on the dotted line. So how did you get this role? Like, what made you? And now you don't have anything to talk about because you done fucked the CEO of the damn movie. No, but I'm saying like they can always take it back. That's what I was saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then you end up fucking for no reason. Right. Damn. He done took your Bucci water. Shit. Ew. Hey, Jerm, I have a question for you. Why are you so vulgar? I've always been vulgar. I've always been vulgar as a kid. I remember when I was 4 and I was cussing. Because my mama, I love my mama down. I love my mom. Not at, I don't want to say 4, 5. But my mama had a mouth on her, so she used to curse a lot. So I picked up on that. So that's probably why I'm so vulgar now. But I mean, it is what it is, bitch. You know, I can't help it at this point. Is it? And then my dad, he was the same way. He always I don't think it is slang. What it is. He always used like slang. He was vulgar as well. So like he cursed. I have had parents that were very foul mouthed, but you know, I did not repeat after them for some reason. I guess I just knew I wasn't supposed to. Maybe because I have older siblings and they maybe they used to get beat about it. I don't know. Right. I don't remember that. But I remember when I started cursing, you know who influenced me? Who? Madea. Girl, I wanted to be Madea so bad by the time I was like 8. So I used to be like, what did she used to say all the time? What the hell? I'm talking about just saying it for no reason on the playground.
And then she would always pull out her Glock and ready to shoot. She always cussing and beating up
I
some
used to
man.
literally reenact Medea scenes at school.
Of course. You know you and Tyler the same height.
Leave Tyler alone. He's going through a lot right now.
Okay.
Did you see what Baller Alert posted?
No, what
for
they
Tyler
post?
Perry? For whatever reason, the most failingest blog in the world, girl, they got blown out the water by Shade Room, and now they think they're somebody's authority.
Oh.
No shade, but Baller Alert was around before Shade Room, and then Shade Room blew up. So anyway, I don't pay attention to blogs anymore, but I know that from back when I was missing. Okay, so the Baller Alert team wrote an open letter to Tyler Perry because of this sexual assault case thing. Remember, did we talk about that last week?
No, we never did.
Oh, wow. Well, y'all, of course, Tyler Perry was accused of sexually intimidating and possibly sexually assaulting, allegedly, a worker on one of his shows. Can't remember the guy's name. I think the guy's white. That's probably all the details I got for y'all. Google it if you care that bad. But either way, a lot of people are looking at this story as like confirmation that Tyler Perry is a homosexual, as if they needed confirmation. So now it's all the rage. Like, oh my God, I told y'all he was gay. And it's like making fun of him for being closeted. But also, are we acknowledging that had he told us he was gay 20 years ago, that he would not be Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
So as funny as it is to make fun of him, because I've done it, I'm also very much playing because I get it. Why he could not have, even as clearly gay as he has been, he could not have just been on the table with it. Right. Even that. When he watches somebody like Beyonce perform, he's not queening out. He's very demure, very much like, and he's a Virgo, so I know what he's thinking. He's very much like, he probably want to get, baby, I can't go anywhere. He wants to give that, but he's like, it's too many people watching me. I gotta not create trouble, right?
Okay. No.
I happen to be very free because y'all hoes don't scare me, but a lot of people are not that, and I can't bash them for it because. When you, Jerm, even to this day, us as very openly gay men, we talked about before how to this day, straight people, which are the problem, no shade, shout out to the good ones, but they assume you to be one way, and when you're not, they are going to literally express their disappointment. You're gay? What? I thought so. Imagine all of these aunties, grandmamas, and nieces that assume Tyler Perry to be straight because he's a good rich man and good men are straight, right?
He's been in a dress for years.
They skipped over that. It was just funny because Ricky Smiley. Okay, anyway, wow. I ain't gonna wake that tea up. Okay. So I got all y'all tea though. My radar is real good.
On my radar, on my radar. On my radar, got you on.
Girl, the DLs hate me. Okay. Baby, the way I see it, I look you up and down and I know.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, I know the way to San Jose. So
you want to know how I know? When I'm walking and they just look and then I turn around and then they still looking and they turn away really quickly.
Ooh.
Like I'm like, oh yeah.
Not you got them staring.
Yeah.
I have a weird thing, especially like I'm about to go to the gym after this, and I have a very strange thing of feeling like people are looking at me, but then I also tell myself that I'm too self-absorbed and nobody's paying attention to me. So I don't actually know because if I don't catch people's eyes like looking dead at me like you do,
yeah,
and they turn around, like I haven't really had that happen.
Because I feel it,
I be feeling like people looking at me, but then I be like, oh my God, you are so self-absorbed. I be like, nobody is thinking about you.
Let me look. And I'm like, see, he looking. I knew it.
But that's the thing. If you're not looking at me and then I look at you, I don't want you to think I was looking at you. Does that make sense?
Okay, that makes sense.
So I don't even look. If I think you looking at me, I'm like, okay, just act like you don't see it. Because what if I look and you wasn't looking at me? What?
I'm singing "Chillin" by Gaga and Wale.
I know Gaga's hits. The only Gaga album that I liked was Joanne, and y'all gonna hate me.
Really? You didn't like Fame or the Fame Monster?
Y'all are gonna hate me. I loved Gaga when she stripped down and put on that pink hat. I was like, this country, bitch. This is art.
Of course you like that. Of course you like the ballad.
Joanne. She was giving Down on the Prairie, bitch. I was living for it.
Okay, because she was wearing that Million Reasons song out, baby. That was a hit.
That was my song.
Wow.
Jerm. I love stuff like that from people who can really give it correctly.
Okay.
That was I said that like I was shading somebody. I promise you, I'm not shady. I wouldn't even talk about nobody for real.
You funny.
But Jerm, okay. You remember I told you I was going to save my testimony for the end?
Yes. What's your testimony?
Y'all. So all of this time, I had been stressed out. And I'm sure if you were listening, you heard it. I done had everybody worried about me. My mom is going on a cruise right now.
Uh-oh.
She just got on the boat.
Where's she going?
She was telling me, girl, they don't need to know.
Oh.
But Mexico.
Okay. Oh, I hope she's going to be... Please be safe, Lord.
That's why I didn't tell you, because you see how you just put out...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you don't tell... That's why you don't tell the girls your tea. Let me tell y'all. When you got good tea, good news, you watch who you tell.
I had to catch myself.
Catch yourself, yeah. So, either way, I remember her telling me earlier this week, like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have a good time unless you get this situation figured out. Hopefully you get it figured out by the time I leave. And I was like, girl, it's a cruise. Like, have a good time. Don't worry about me. I'm good. It's not like I'm going to be, broken up about it. Like, I'm okay. Life goes on. So I'm glad I got it all situated before she left. Look, I'm talking about the car situation, y'all. So y'all know I use my car to make money. So it's not just not having a car, but it's also like, oh my gosh, I thought I was finally getting ahead of my problems in life. And now I feel like they're about to overtake me because what am I going to do as an extra source of income? Because I need my extra income. And so the fact that I didn't think it was going to happen because I was getting a lot of misinformation, all of that, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get approved and all of that. Jerm, that was never a problem. It's just that I didn't have the information updated correctly because you needed the proof of the total loss. Once I submitted the proof of the total loss to Alina, what do they call it? Loan people. Basically, once I could prove that I had a total loss, it was no problem getting approved. So I stressed out for no fucking reason.
Kinda did.
So without all of that proof, though, people were offering me like, hey, you can get a car, but it's going to cost you your right leg and your arm too. Like, so that's why I thought, damn, the only way I'm going to get a car is to be doing something crazy. Now, I still didn't like what I had to pay, but at least it's not terrible. So, y'all.
And you got your new car, so that's all that matters.
But then, I haven't worked or I do my regular job, but I haven't been able to like do anything. I haven't been able to record music. I haven't been able to do Uber in like 3 weeks. So that's me losing money. My company has a thing where if you experience hardships, there's a grant type of situation where people are expected to donate every time I guess if you're like because they don't pay me enough to donate, but I guess if you're like a CEO or a manager or something like that, you may make a whole lot of money and people regularly donate to this fund. Mm-hmm. It's called the Assistance Fund. So somebody randomly told me about it in May and we were just like talking about random stuff. And she was actually saying it on some funny shit. Like, oh, you can see if they'll give you some money just because like damn near without saying it, she was like damn near make up a lie and be like, oh, see if they'll give you $500. Okay. Never thought about it and I'm glad I didn't do it because had I did it at that time on some funny shit, I would have probably, what is the word? Like, I would have put myself on a list of this whole playing with us type shit, So once this car thing happened, I thought about it. I was like, didn't she tell me that there was an assistance fund? I went on it like 2 weeks ago, I think. And I put like the situation, explained it all and stated like, oh, I use my car for work. And so right now I'm not making any money. So rent next month may be kind of difficult to make. I was going to pay my rent either way, but like I pay my rent. One thing about me, I might not pay everything else, but I'm going to pay my rent. So I don't want to go back home. All right.
I heard that.
I like having my own space real bad.
But what's the testimony?
I'm giving it to you, Jerm. Am I not exciting enough?
Oh, no, I thought there was a point.
I'm almost there.
Oh, okay.
You see how rude she is? I'm not cutting that out either. I want them to see you.
You're funny.
Ooh, you so mean. But
I am not.
Yes, you
Y'all,
are.
am I mean? Say it in the comments. Am I mean?
They're gonna tell you the truth. So
if I am, then maybe maybe I am. Maybe I need to lighten up a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm just
no. It's not about being lighter, but we'll get into that off camera.
okay.
The thing is, they think I'm the nicest girl in the world because I don't dig into you like I could.
It's really the opposite.
I know, right?
Why he always say he can come for me?
Jerm.
That's okay, because I'm gonna let you girls keep thinking that.
Look, you see how I'm playing the optics of the media? Because y'all, I really let him know how I feel in real life, but I don't want to do it on camera.
See, he is funny.
Okay, so what was I saying though? Let me get to the point for my good friend. So, Jerm. Nah, don't be ashamed. You say get to the point, so I'm getting to the point. So, I put in what was going on, and I told them rent may be hard to make. Yeah. Told them how much my rent was, and then I was like, okay, maybe they'll be like, okay, well, we can give you your rent is this much. We can give you $500. I thought it was gonna be on some like here, hope this helps type shit.
Oh, okay. And what was it?
But it said we'll reach out to you, follow up if we have any more questions, whatever. And they just never said nothing. They said like within 3 days. They just never said nothing. So yesterday I got an email and they said, just following up, we need proof of this and proof of that. Basically proof that what you're saying is true. I had sent the photos of the car and all of that, but they wanted like the document that said the car is totaled. And I had that on my phone already because I was just applying for a car the night before. So I was like, oh, here, immediately sent it to them. Within 20 minutes, they was like, okay, proved it. So we're going to grant you double my rent plus more, girl. Not playing with you.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my God.
All that worrying for nothing.
Jerm, for absolutely nothing. That's the testimony. Be still, saith the Lord. Okay. Hold on. That's the testimony. Okay. When you start freaking out and trying to see, I don't know how it's going to work out. God going to work it out. I don't know what I'm going to do. God going to do it. All right.
Okay. I know.
I want y'all to remember that and don't let it leave you.
That's why I don't be tripping. Because at the end of the day, as long as I'm doing what I need to do to get to where I need to go, God going to be right behind me, making sure everything is in order. Okay.
And I know he's going to be behind me, but like, or I think he's in front of me. He'd be leading.
Cause shit going to work out either way it
but
go.
There's a thing with my brain where I start feeling like I'm going to have to struggle the struggle of all struggles. So it's like, yeah, you might make it through this hard time, Bryce, but you're going to be begging your mama for money to eat. Or you're going to be, can you take me to, not my mom, but like I'm asking a friend that I never ask anything for. You know, I hate asking people for shit. Can you take me to Walmart? Like, I didn't want to be that person. No shade to y'all that do it. I've been independent since back in the Gap. It's just, I don't like doing it. So I just thought that, okay, maybe for this summer, because I thought it was going to take me a while to get this car. I was like, maybe for this summer, you just going to have to buckle down and be okay with begging. And it's just like, nothing's wrong with begging, but I'd much rather get up and get it myself. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
So it's crazy how I wasted all that time stressed and worried, and God had a plan the entire time. Trust him.
Yeah.
Forget what you think and how stressed you could be. Jerm, you know, I could have been in this house having a ball. I kind of was like enjoying myself a little bit, but it's like stress in the back of my head. So I was like, I've been watching a lot of Marvel movies. While I'm watching my Marvel movies, instead of chilling and enjoying the theatrics, I was like, oh, what you gonna do? Every couple minutes, I'm like, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? So when it's time for you to, this was literally a chill season. He gave me 3 weeks to possibly chill out. Well, I know in the future, if something ever happens like this again, it's time to chill out. But I didn't know it 3 weeks ago. But you know what I mean? Like I could have just been low key in the house because I was not fucked up for real. Okay. And he had a plan to make sure that not only am I not going to be effed up, but I've doubled and tripled.
Right. So
and I got rid of the car that was worrying me because the car I had was low. I was like, girl, I hope this bitch turn on tomorrow. It started giving that because I started getting high in the mileage.
Okay.
And I just be scared that one day I'm going to get ready to go and it's going to be, you know, how when people car don't start and then it's real embarrassing. So now I can start over.
I'm so dead.
Since all of it is a blessing. You know what I mean?
It is.
And I wish I could have just known that. And that's why I'm going to keep this with me moving forward. Every time something drastic happens, like even something that's like the company that you worked with or worked for, moving a contract or whatever. Now everybody doesn't have a job. If stuff like that happens, I'm going to start recognizing it as, okay, this is how it has to be. Something greater is coming. And I always say that, but now I really know it. He made me know it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
and I can't
as long
be
as
more
you're doing
grateful.
what you got to do, because it starts with you first. It's not just about God, doing his shit. You got to do your part too. So, it sounds like you did that, and things are looking up for you, my boy. So, congrats.
Thank you.
I know you riding in your Benz coupe, ready to hit the scene.
Like,
is this still a white car?
Or
did
black.
You get a different black?
I had to get it all black.
Okay, period.
When you pull up in the black trucks, the Mack trucks. Okay.
Okay. I want a black truck since I've had my last one, so I think that's what I want.
Do you have a red truck?
No, I never had anything red.
You just give me red truck for some reason.
I like black though, because it's this song by Mariba. It's called Black Truck, and I used to listen to it in my black truck back when I had it. So ever since then, I need a black truck. You
give me like Tahoe vibes.
Exactly. Let's go.
Oh, you do want one?
I do. Like, let's go. Let's go on a trip. Let's do it. Tahoe.
You definitely have a road trip type of car. I see that for you.
Definitely. Blasting my music. Like, let's go. The fuck?
See, had I been able to prepare to get rid of my car and like actually trade it in, the one I just got rid of, I would have gotten an SUV. But since they caught me in the last minute, I wanted a Blazer. It's like a baby Tahoe. Not a baby Tahoe. It's just like a more reasonable priced version of Chevy's SUV.
Okay.
That thing is so nasty. And my aunt just got one and I'm so jealous. I was like, girl, oh my God, I can't ever have my own thing. But I like my car, but it's just, I got the Malibu. So it's still a Chevy.
Yeah.
But
the Malibu's cute.
I'm happy with it. I'm just saying, had I been able to actually trade in my Cruise, I would have went from Cruise to Blazer. But
okay. But
now that I got look, I'm back on my bullshit, girl. I'm just going to work hard and hopefully in like a year or two, get the Blazer.
Okay. All right then, girl.
I know that's right.
Right. Well, we hope y'all enjoyed the show, y'all. We love y'all, and
Jerm,
give us a kiss.
I have one more question before you say bye to the girls. I know you're.
Oh, my bad, y'all. I done got it wet. I didn't even get it wet yet. I'm tripping, y'all.
Jerm is ready to go home.
I'm just ready to get something to drink.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not you saying it's like I'm holding you hostage, girl.
No, I'm just because, girl.
Jerm, what's your dream car? I need to know. And I'm talking about like the budget doesn't exist.
It was a Jeep. Like I just wanted a Jeep, but I don't know about Jeeps anymore. So I like more bulkier trucks now that I can. Now that I know that I can drive them, but they cost so much gas. So maybe like the
budget doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, you're right. What's them Benz trucks?
G-Wagon.
A G-Wagon? I want one of those, but in black. Matte black.
I've seen that before. I like that. Okay.
The air gonna be blasting. The music gonna be musicking. Just a nice little feel. That's what I need.
I like the body shape on that. Me personally, it's the Range Rover Sport. And I've loved that car since.
I love Range Rovers.
Is it Club Midnight? You remember that game?
Yes.
Girl, I needed it real bad. PSP, you did not want to see me on Club Midnight.
Okay.
LA.
That's right.
Okay. Girl, the way I was whipping through them streets. But I've been obsessed with Range Rovers.
You would have thought you was actually driving the car.
Yes, girl. And then one of my favorite Nicki Minaj songs from the mixtape era is I Love My Range Rover. And so I literally manifest my Range Rover all the time because I just, that I love that song. I'm sure I've talked about it before, but when we were doing like the songwriting episode, it's the song I was talking about where I said that I think she's such a masterful writer because she wrote a whole song about her car and she made it sound like she was talking about a bad bitch. It's like she's so pretty and then she starts to describe a car, but make it sound like this big bad bitch.
Right.
They know they hate her, but she's so sadiddy. Like, it's so cute.
Oh.
And I can just see her getting her new Range Rover and so happy that she write a song about it.
Yeah.
I love the idea of that. So I really need my Range Rover so I can sing I Love My Range Rover.
Okay. Well, Bryce needs his Range Rover and I need my Benz Coupe, okay? Or my G-Wagon, matte black.
Yeah.
Matte black. Nothing else.
I'm not stuck on the color. I used to think that I was gonna like get money and be one of those like bright color car people, like just not looking for attention, but like you stand out in a way. But I actually think that's dangerous, especially if you live in certain areas. Like, I don't just want to say LA, but like LA for sure. But even Atlanta, people like
Dallas.
Probably Dallas, probably some parts of Dallas. Even though I didn't say Dallas because people with money in Dallas can like go to Prosper, all of them places up north that ain't nobody really thinking about. They could live in Mansfield. Like you could be ducked off in Dallas. But it seems like in those other major cities, they know like when somebody like Ari, the Don I'm talking about, if she get a new car and she posts it on Instagram, the people who live in the area, they gonna see a bright pink Rolls Royce. They know that's Ari. You know what I mean? And I don't necessarily want to be recognized just because I'm the only person that has this particular color car. You know what I mean?
Okay. Right.
So I wouldn't, when I get the Range Rover, I'm going to do my best to make it look like it blends in with the rest of the cars in traffic because I don't need you knowing that BB is in that range. Okay.
Right. Because now they're trying to plot on you. Trying to follow you everywhere you go. Like that's, no, we don't need that at all.
And I'm not talking about paparazzi. I'm talking about like thieves, girl.
I know.
Keep a lookout.
People, they be
even my car now. The new car it looks a little nicer than my old car, and I'm kind of like, I hope y'all don't think it's
scared. Yes, girl. I
girl, because I don't leave nothing in my car. Even in my cheapest car, I had a. I don't want to do that for the girls that might still have that car, but the car, my very first car, I never left anything in it.
Yeah,
because you gonna knock my windows out and feel so stupid.
I've had my truck broken into, so I know how they feel. But luckily, I didn't have anything of value. So,
but did you just have stuff in the car?
No, I didn't have anything in it. They were trying to steal
and they
the
still
car.
knocked your windows out?
Yes.
Oh, they wanted to steal the car. See, up here, I feel like up here, they don't actually be trying to steal your car. They just want what's in your car.
Exactly. And it's like, why y'all have to be bums? I'm like...
That's so weird. So I do my best. Like, even my mom told me a long time ago, even like a grocery bag, it might not be nothing but a Kool-Aid pack in there, but they don't know that just from looking in the window. Right. So they're like, maybe she left $1,000 in this bag.
Exactly.
Even though who
they
would do that?
Infatuated with the
what it could be.
You having it.
Yeah. So I literally clean out everything. So I gotta make sure I keep that up.
Okay.
But our good sister Jerm, he needs a sip of water. And
I'm thirsty.
We talked him up a wall, so he has to be relieved. They're gonna call them the labor people on me if I keep working.
Well, it's been an hour and 16 minutes anyway, so we hit our mark. I don't think that's...
Girl, now I gotta cut that out. Hope y'all have.
You always say you gotta cut something out and then don't cut it out.
I do cut it out.
No, it was another episode that okay, anyways, they
don't want to know what I done cut out.
Okay, no, for real. I be saying some off the wall shit.
He do.
Okay.
One day I'm gonna clip it all together. Okay.
All right, just make it a montage. That'll be funny.
Jerm, I hope y'all all have a good week. But Jerm, I hope you have a great one because
thank you.
I appreciate you for listening to me through all of this bullshit.
Of course.
Even though I know you got tired.
I mean, I'm always tired, girl. I'm always tired, but I am open to my friends letting me know what's going on in their lives. You know, so I'm happy to be that safe space for you.
Oh, thank you. And y'all are kind of a safe space too. So
yeah,
you've been listening to my ranting and raving. I appreciate you. And just know if you were in a struggle or in a dry season, get ready for overflow. Okay.
Okay. Because it's gonna be abundance of joy
and prosperity. Yes.
And prosperity, love, everything you desire. Yes, sir. And yes, ma'ams.
Y'all have a good week, and we'll see y'all next week.
Y'all. Leave a comment.
Support the show.
Okay. Bye.
You see me right there. Yeah.